everyone. Welcome back to Maritime Talks, where we answer the most asked question of last week's episode. The question which has the most upvote was about mooring operation, ship to ship, and single point mooring. Now, there have been a lot of aspiring deck cadets who are wondering what mooring operation means. Well, mooring operation is a procedure to anchor the ship to a fixed or floating element and keep it connected during loading or unloading operations. Safe mooring must withstand several forces, such as wind, the current, the tide, and waves. It is done for various purposes like while transiting canal, securing to fixed or floating platform for cargo operation, towing, and for many other purposes. A sufficient number of seafarers should always be available, both forward and aft of the vessel, to ensure a safe operation. A supervising officer should be in charge of each mooring party, and a suitable means of communication, primary and secondary, should be established with the bridge team. Next up, we have Cadet Emia and Cadet Bureros to explain about the two types of mooring.
Ship to ship means mooring two ships in parallel transfer cargo. During this operation, one of the ship may be anchored or both of them in movement. The ship can be the same or different in size. The mooring arrangement to be adopted depends on the size of the ship. The procedure consists of an anchored or stopped ship being approached by another at the most reduced angle possible. During the approach, the maneuvering ship comes close, seeking parallel course, reducing distance until the fenders in contact.
Single point of mooring is for tankers, in which there's a buoy where the ship is moored. Usually, this type of mooring is used for large ships which are unable to approach ports. The buoy is connected to the ship with one or two chains from the ship bow, stopper at the forecastle. Ship slowly approaches towards the buoy. Meanwhile, the ship is made fast to the buoy. Approach towards the buoy when the ship is about 200 meters from the buoy. Often a tag is made fast in the stern to prevent movement of a ship.
We have prepared 10 safety precautions for mooring operation. First is the planning. It is the most important factor which leads to safety. Second is the master and pilot information exchange. It should be clear and should be discussed with the officer in charge regarding the mooring pattern. Third, toolbox meeting where the officer in charge will explain the pattern of mooring and discuss safety precautions to be taken. Fourth, all crew should wear their PPEs. Fifth, there should be a sufficient number of crew for mooring stations.
Next is communications. Many incidents have occurred due to lack of communications. Then, check mooring roof and equipment for wear and tear. Report to the captain if there is 8, 10 one line at time. Ninth, avoid step angles because it can cause wear and tear in the roof. Lastly, crew on duty should continuously monitor the tending of mooring ropes, and adjusting of mooring ropes should be done with extreme care.
Amazing! We have learned so much from Cadet Emia and Cadet Bureros. Remember to always be safe when conducting a mooring operation. Comment your questions down below and we'll answer them in the next episode. This is Cadet Guasa, your host for today.